Hey everyone, today I've got The Girl on the Train movie review. A woman commutes on a train every day from New York, fantasizing about another couple's life, but now is caught in the middle of a missing persons case. As far as the story goes, this movie is based off of a best-selling novel of the same name, and I did not get a chance to read the book, and I know it's been popular for a while now. I didn't want to have to compare both things, even though, yes, I want things to be accurate from the source material, but I also would like to see this from a different perspective and obviously on a different medium. Going into this movie, I was really looking forward to seeing this because I was really intrigued with the story. It definitely looks like a movie that could get some buzz, but then again, maybe not. I wasn't too worried about it because by the look of the trailer, it looked pretty intense. And that is exactly what I got while watching this movie, and I was super excited to see this. As far as the casting goes, you've got Emily Blunt, who plays this character named Rachel. Now, a lot of people are saying that she's been miscast, that she doesn't look anything like how she was described in the book, and quite frankly, if she has the acting chops and she can pull off this character in a different way, then yeah, I would say she did. Her character seemed very sad and lonely, and she was clearly going through with a lot of issues, and now having to hear this big bombshell that she could potentially be a suspect to somebody's missing persons case, that's very problematic for her, and obviously she's finding it very hard to trust people like Justin Theroux, who's supposed to play her ex-husband, though she does refer to him as her husband, but I guess maybe it's because she can't get over the fact that he's being remarried, and I thought he was a pretty, decent actor in this movie because, he's, terrifying at times, and sometimes the way he behaves, it's like you don't know whether or not to trust him or not, but he obviously does care about his family because he's now with Rebecca Ferguson, and they have a baby, and obviously that's got to get under Emily Blunt's skin. Her character is clearly irritated about this new life that she didn't get to have with her ex-husband, and now he's like living the dream basically. And maybe not everything is all that's cracked up to be, because you've got Luke Evans, who plays this neighbor, and he's having to deal with a lot too because his wife's gone missing. And I thought he was excellent in this movie. Thought he really played a nice brooding character, opposite Haley Bennett, who I've seen a lot this year, and was, typical sex symbol type of character in this movie, so I'm not going to go any further than that. Then you've got Edgar Ramirez, who plays this, I guess, psychiatrist or psychologist of some sort, some therapist, and, he was pretty good as well in his scenes. And then you've got Allison Janney, who plays the detective on the case, and, I love her as an actress. I don't know if you guys have seen the show Mom. She's also pretty good in that as well. And, obviously the casting was pretty on point here. So there's definitely nothing wrong to say about that. The things that I did like about this movie, right off the bat, this movie has a thrilling vibe, and it is very intense to watch exactly what's going on because you're sort of piecing together a puzzle and you're trying to figure out what is all sort of going on with this one girl that's gone missing. Oh, by the way, that's supposed to be Haley Bennett's character that goes missing, Megan Hipwell. And now we're trying to figure out who's responsible for her going missing. Or did she go missing on her own accord? We don't know, unless you've read the book, which I didn't. So I was really happy that I didn't have to already know something before it already happened. But then again, some people like that thrill. I would say that it kept me guessing until the very end, but I did have my suspicions in between of who was, being a suspicious character, so I really had to keep my eye on some people out there, even if I was wrong. But unfortunately, the things that I didn't really like about this movie, I did have some issues with the pacing, because there were some scenes that were very slow moving, and I'm thinking, well, this is a thriller, it should be like fast paced, but not Fast and Furious fast. There were other times I was on the edge of my seat, and then sometimes I wasn't. So I guess sometimes it could be okay because you need some breathing room, but, you know, things happen. And then there was this issue I had with the editing, because it was choppy with scenes when they were being spliced together, and I felt kind of like, what the heck was I watching at first, because it all just sort of like happens, and then another thing happens, and another thing happens, and it's just almost, mind-boggling to watch. Overall, I would say that The Girl on the Train was not a huge disappointment in my book, but I think it was still a pretty decent movie at best, and I just, I found it to be pretty exciting to watch. So I would highly recommend seeing this movie unless you've read the book. You guys can let me know how you guys would compare the book to the movie. And I would give this 4 hearts on the heart rate scale. So let me know in the comments what you guys thought of The Girl on the Train. And as always, you guys can subscribe to my channel. I've got more movie reviews, movie updates coming every week for a Trial Thursday video. You guys can also like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter. And I will see you guys later.